In the middle of the ocean, a helicopter and 3 motorboats with a rescue team are heading toward a crash site. It's revealed that a NASA capsule has crashed, and the team is going to rescue astronaut Sam. They place her on a boat and rush her to the hospital. After a while, Sam regains consciousness but feels dizzy. When she looks around, she's shocked to see a pen floating in the air above a tray. She's about to grab it, but a few people enter the room, distracting her. When she looks again, the pen is lying back on the tray. Then Sam vomits, and the doctors tell her that it's normal. They ask her some questions to check her mental state, and Sam tells them about the pen. The doctor explains that anti-gravity hallucinations are also normal. Because of the accident, Sam's hand is swollen. The doctors want to know what exactly happened in space, so Sam begins her story. Mission Control had given Sam certain coordinates, and everything was fine, but she felt like she had collided with something. Sam thinks she lost consciousness during freefall, but she's not sure. The doctors say that something pierced through the capsule, breaking her helmet. They don't know what it was, but they assume it could have been meteor debris. The particles found on her suit are being analyzed for answers. A little later, Sam's husband Mark and their daughter Izzy visit her. But since she's still in quarantine, she can only speak to them through a glass wall. Her father, William, also visits and tells her that the Pentagon has joined NASA's investigation because they detected strange frequencies during her reentry. A government house has been assigned to her so she can recover without being disturbed by reporters. A doctor interrupts their reunion to take Sam for more tests. Sam touches Izzy's hand through the glass and promises she'll see her soon. When it's finally time to move her, an entire convoy escorts her to a house. The house is in a completely isolated area. Michelle gives Sam a tour and tells her that the government bought this land in the 1950s for weapons testing, and now it's used for diplomats. There's even a telescope outside so Sam won't miss space. When she uses it, she hears a loud noise and feels dizzy, with strange and unfamiliar memories flashing in her mind. Michelle comforts her and says it's common, staying with her until the noise fades. Later, Michelle reminds her that she might experience symptoms like nosebleeds and hallucinations. If Sam wants to return to work, she must focus on recovery because her assessment test is in 2 months. The doctors will visit every morning for checkups. After the team leaves, Sam gets a terrible headache. She checks her temperature, no fever. When she removes her bandage, she sees a wound on her arm. As she starts unpacking, her nose begins to bleed. She stops and goes to the kitchen for a cloth. Just then, her best friend Val video calls her. During the conversation, Sam suddenly freezes and stares toward the backyard for several seconds. Val keeps calling her name until Sam snaps out of it. Sam apologizes, saying she thought she saw something outside. When she goes to another room, she sees a shadow moving. Val tells Sam to downplay her symptoms if she wants to return to work sooner. After the call, the lights start flickering, and a loud noise comes from another room. When Sam checks, the floor is muddy and wet from rain. A chair has fallen, and the backyard door is open. Sam steps outside and sees something moving in the woods, but it vanishes instantly. She throws a rock at the spot where she saw it, unaware that the mysterious creature is now on the roof. Suddenly, she hears the same loud sound again, and sees visions of people walking through a dark crash site. The next morning, Sam wakes up to find her bandage gone, and her wound has spread. While making breakfast, she sees an egg floating above the counter. When she touches it, it starts to move, but as soon as the medical team arrives, the egg drops and breaks. The rest of the morning goes into tests. During exercise, Sam feels pain in her leg, but says it's just a cramp. Afterward, she applies ice to her sore spots and lies down. Michelle apologizes for the intense testing, but says the data is valuable for the space program. Michelle asks if Sam has any other symptoms. Sam lies and says she's fine. After the team leaves, Sam calls Mark and says she wants a family trip once she recovers. Mark dismisses the idea, saying if they end up divorcing, spending time together will only confuse Izzy. Sam feels hurt and says they're still trying to figure things out. But Mark reminds her that they almost lost Izzy once and things have been hard since. He tells her she was away for months training, then went to space, and as soon as she gets the chance, she'll take another mission. A restless Sam says they're both very important to her, and she wants Izzy to have the family she never had. It's revealed that Izzy is adopted because Sam and Mark couldn't have children. But Mark says adoption didn't bring the happiness they hoped for. Then Izzy shows them a drawing of their family, which includes strange space-like figures. Later, Sam goes for a walk in the woods and hears the same painful noise again. She gets visions of a search team moving through a smoky area. When it stops, she finds a cable hidden under leaves. She follows it and discovers a rock with a light, realizing it's fake and has a camera beneath. Panicked, she finds another cable and another fake rock with a hidden camera. When she tries to return, she trips over a tree root, falls and faints. She wakes up in her bed with blood in her hair and a severe headache. She sees someone outside. A man enters and says they found her unconscious outside and brought her in. When Sam asks who he is, it turns out to be her father, William. He says when he came and found the house empty, he called a search team. He scolds Sam for not resting. When Sam asks about the cameras, William admits he didn't tell NASA about all the house's details, not expecting her to explore so much. He then takes her to a secret area hidden behind furniture. He explains it's a safe house. They go down more stairs into a large area with living quarters. The back room is a central system powered independently. William turns on the computer and shows Sam the many security cameras around the house. During emergencies, the building locks itself behind 3 layers of reinforced metal, with a defense system as well. But he says she probably won't need it. After he leaves, the camera screens start glitching. Later, Sam checks her wound and sees it has spread up her arm. She takes a photo and sends it to Val, who tells her to just apply ice. In the evening, Sam relaxes in the jacuzzi when the wind suddenly picks up, then stops. Strange noises come from the forest. A moment later, the wind starts again. Frightened, Sam goes inside and calls Mark, but it goes to voicemail. The lights flicker again. She takes a flashlight and steps onto the balcony, nothing there. As she turns back, the lights go out and she sees a terrifying monster by the door. But when she looks again, it's gone. The lights come back, and despite her fear, Sam opens the door to check. She looks around with her flashlight, nothing. She locks the door and activates the alarm system. But as she heads to her bedroom, the house AI announces a breach detected and starts a lockdown. Metal panels seal all doors and windows, trapping Sam inside. She tries calling for help, but there's no signal. Then she hears a shrieking sound that hurts her ears. Something moves behind her, but when she turns, nothing's there. Then growling comes from the next room. Terrified, Sam runs downstairs. A creature dashes past her. She hits the power switch. Exit doors won't open. The doorknob starts rattling, but when she shines her flashlight on it, it stops. After hesitating, she opens the door. Lights flicker, a plant shakes, and suddenly a horrifying hand touches the glass. Sam screams and runs. She opens the secret entrance and rushes to the bunker to check the security cameras. At first, they don't work, but she presses a switch and they turn on. On the screen, she sees the creature crouching in the grass outside. When the lights flicker, it disappears. Suddenly, Sam wakes up at the computer desk. It was a nightmare. She rushes upstairs to find William and his team there. She tells him there's a problem with the generator. William says they've detected blackouts and sends his team to work. Sam insists someone entered the house, and William says he'll check the security footage. Tests resume. Michelle examines Sam's wound and says it doesn't look normal, so she schedules an X-ray. Later, Mark and Izzy visit. While William spends time with his granddaughter, Mark and Sam walk into the woods to talk privately. Sam tells him she saw a creature that didn't seem from this world. She thinks maybe an alien came to Earth with her since her mission was to broadcast signals in space. Before Mark can respond, Izzy arrives. Later, William and Sam check the cameras, but there's no monster visible. William says she's just hallucinating from stress and should rest. After he leaves, Sam scans the house with the computer. It detects 9 people, exactly the number of family and team members. Later, Mark, Sam, and Izzy go for a walk in the woods. Mark finally shows affection after a long time. Suddenly, they hear a strange sound. Izzy disappears. Panicked, they search for her. Izzy suddenly appears behind them, holding a dead insect. Instantly, every insect in the forest starts screeching. Terrified, the The family runs home, but thousands of insects swarm around them, covering the windows and blocking sunlight. Minutes later, the insects vanish, leaving sticky residue on the glass. A cleaning team arrives, and a NASA officer suggests it was due to environmental imbalance. Sam asks about her capsule test results, but the lab has no updates. Mark leaves with Izzy, promising to return at night. Later, Sam feels pain in her foot. When she removes her shoe, her toe is bleeding. She rushes to the bathroom, but the injury has spread up her leg. When she touches her toe, the nail falls off. She screams. After bandaging it, she puts ice on her wounded arm. The lights flicker again. She blocks the back door with a table. She searches online about strange insect incidents and finds that geomagnetic disturbances are linked to UFO sightings and abductions. In the article's photos, she sees people with black marks like hers. She feels something behind her, runs to the bathroom, and sees in the mirror that the black mark has reached her shoulder. The lights flicker again. She activates the alarm and runs downstairs. Strange noises echo from other rooms. Just then Mark calls, saying he's on his way. Sam asks if she was a good mother, confusing him. The lights fail again, and the AI announces another breach and lockdown. Sam tells Mark there's something in the house. She hears noises coming closer. Mark's voice on the phone turns distorted. Sam runs down to the bunker stairs, but sudden pain in her back makes her fall. She tumbles down the stairs. When she touches her back, a slimy substance covers her hand. Her phone is broken. She runs to the computer, checks the cameras, no one there. The scan detects one more person inside the building besides her. The screen glitches. A monster appears inside. Terrified, Sam shuts it off. Another scan confirms two more life forms on the upper floors. She presses buttons. Smoke releases from the ceiling. She runs into the kitchen, hides behind furniture, and sees the creature's reflection in the oven glass. Luckily, it doesn't notice her. As she heads for the door, another creature appears, forcing her to hide again. When it leaves, she runs out and hides in a bathroom, blocking the door. Her wounded hand hurts. She removes the bandage and sees a strange substance on her skin. The creatures break the door. Sam hides in the shower, then breaks open a vent panel and escapes. Outside, Mark and Izzy arrive, seeing the building in lockdown. Mark calls Sam, no answer. He leaves the car and goes inside. Izzy spots something glowing in the woods and runs off. Mark follows. Sam climbs up a corridor ladder and exits into the forest. As she runs among trees, her wounds glow, and she hears the monster's voices, but not her family's. William arrives nearby with an armed team, reminding them they're facing something highly intelligent. He sends them to search the area. In the bunker, William finds destruction everywhere. In the woods, Sam collapses. As the monsters approach, she pleads for mercy. One creature picks up her pendant, looks at her kindly, and speaks in its language, asking if she can understand. Sam is shocked she can. More creatures appear. The first one says they've missed her. When Sam asks who they are, it replies, "We're your family." Still confused, Sam touches foreheads with the creature. He says, "Remember." Sam's memories flood back. She was actually an alien. Years ago, her family crashed on Earth. William's team tried to capture them, and in the chaos she was separated. Using a device, she transformed into a human child. When William found her, he adopted her. Her alien family never stopped searching for her, knowing her disguise would eventually fade. They were the ones who broke her capsule open to wake her. Now Mark and Izzy find Sam surrounded by aliens. Izzy is scared by her glowing body, but Sam assures her no one will hurt her. William arrives and admits he always knew what she was. He had encouraged her to become an astronaut and deliberately sent her on that mission to lure the aliens back to Earth. Now he wants to make them government property and calls in his team. William orders Sam to tell the aliens to surrender, but she refuses. When he draws his gun, Mark attacks him. During the struggle, Sam's camouflage fades, revealing her true alien form. As soldiers close in, Mark tells her to run for her life. Izzy reaches out her hand. Sam touches it gently with her claw, then escapes with her alien family. By the time soldiers arrive, the aliens have left Earth in a bright, glowing spaceship. The movie ends here. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Thanks for watching.